Could you survive 100 days in sand? That's no dying for over 40 hours straight. For most players, that's an impossible task. But I'm not most players. This is 100 Days in Sand, 0 Deaths, Part 1. Day 1, fresh character, no upgrades. So we arrived at our first stop, Stuffenninsel. Well, the first half of the day was spent getting to Stuffenninsel, and then fighting off the local residents. And for a public city literally marked on the map, they did not like visitors. Then, we searched for anything else that might help us survive 99 more days. So, with our first goal complete, it was time for the second goal, actually unlocking upgrades. Mainly, a better chassis. As of now, the sun had set on day 1, and in the early hours of day 2 while looting, I just about had a heart attack. Uh-oh, is that a guy? I can't tell if it's a guy or if I'm going schizo. I think I'm going schizo. Oh my gosh, that's a guy. Thankfully, though, the sand gods had blessed me and gave me a completely playerless mech. Let's freaking go. Grumpy Walker dead. However, he was anything but lootless. So 2080 mil cannons later in a black box, I was ready to cash in my loot before I was the one getting cashed in. Until disaster struck. Alright, well, we pulling out. Storm is closing, and there's an extract right there. Oh, there seems to be a guy heading for the extract. I got a black box. Honestly, I think if we just get out and then we try to fight on a day where I have better cannons, I might be looking prettier. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Yo, chill! Chill! And I was not geared up enough to kill a mech armed to the teeth like this guy. But let's just say Lady Luck was doing everything to stop me. Bro is not chilling. Alright, well, there's only one thing we do in this situation. We run. We head for the hills. And hope that we can outmaneuver him. Crap. No, 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 no! No, 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 not like this. Can we please? But I used the one thing a small trampler is good for. Running away! Oh no, we gonna hit this. We gonna hit it! No, we ain't. No, we ain't. We ain't gonna hit anything. If I can just like... Okay, he's stuck, so we chill. That's the good thing about him having a better trampler than me, is he's not gonna be able to maneuver as good. So with a black box and more turrets than I could dream of, I sold my winnings and then began Day 3. Day 3 started with our biggest city raid yet, getting us an entire second kit, even though a second kit was useless. And after this raid, I spotted an enemy ship in the distance. And he looked new, but who would ever abuse the low IQ of a new player? Hint, hint, it's me! Room service! Hello! Now we stop the ship. Just kidding, get pranked. Yo, he's looking at me though. No, he's dead. All of my ops, they dead, man. You see, he may have the fight in him, but he don't got near as much gunpowder as I do. Cheese, buddy, thank you! And as shady as this was, a man's gotta get loot somehow. Now, with this loot and confidence, now I could maybe defend against bigger foes. And bigger foes did my scuffle attract, as an enemy combatant had heard the gunfire and wanted my booty. So yet again, I did the only thing I knew how to do in a small mech. But this guy was relentless. Shot after shot. He may have hit me more, but I got farther. And Day 4 got closer and closer. So I beelined to an extract, just tried to hold out for dear life, and claim yet another Swabby's black box. With the new loot, I picked up the middling chassis. Middling. I don't know who named it, but respect for the honesty. Day 5, 6, and 7 were honestly a blur. I was in the workshop trying to build something I'd actually be proud of to take into a fight. And what I ended up with looked fine. It was fine. Old Faithful was still gonna have to work for now, though. So on the crisp morning of Day 8, I hopped into yet another raid. I needed better guns, loot, and honestly better results. So I headed for the first stop, Archibald von Leopold. I wanted to go specifically here because it had a lighthouse with loot that I needed to get those fancy cannons and compartments. And did Leopold treat us well? With champagne in hand and plenty of assorted corals and cloth to gear up with, I went out with fate on my side. Just minutes later, to meet a less friendly fate. An actual enemy who was willing to put up an actual fight. And although he was not the best at maneuvering, he was hitting me. Harder than the last two anyway. And we were in a good old-fashioned mech standoff. You ain't leaving, buddy. You ain't leaving. What do you think you're doing? chasing me. We're gonna try to hit him with this guy. Yo, come on, his reactor's dead right here. Finally, bro. And did he have loot? At this point, it was day 9, and this man had the best piece of loot thus far. A worn 80mm cannon. So now with 3 black boxes to my name, a worn 80mm, and a whole lot of loot, I had to set off because players weren't the only thing trying to kill me. Oh my gosh, I'm in the storm. I gotta recharge this and get out, dude. I gotta get out. I can't, where's... Uh-oh, am I gonna die before I even get out? Please have mercy on me. Can I put another one in? I can. I am escaping. Oh my gosh, I think we're out. Oh my gosh, I think we're out. Yo, stop shooting at me, you idiot. I had gotten out, but the escape point was occupied, so I had 2 options. Brave another fight with little to no ammo, or hope this guy was willing to chat. Yo, bro, I ain't here to tussle. I just want to leave. I just want to leave too. I'm gonna get right after you. Good luck, good luck, good luck. I'm done. You see?
Oh, there you go. I was pressing the wrong button.
You're all good, bro. You're all good. Yo, good run, bro.
Bye, man. Take care.
Yeah, take care, dude. And who knew that in a game as deadly as sand, there was still someone able to give a helping hand? I extracted with everything. Full blue kit, worn weapon, 3 black boxes, a new chassis, and more loot than I expected to have this early. Day 10, 0 deaths. Days 11 through 20, now that's where things start going wrong. Part 2 is coming, make sure you're here for it, and subscribe because you don't want to miss the moment it all falls apart.